So we got films, highlights, and other miscellaneous things that I noticed. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Cowboys versus Texans, they had the dress rehearsal game. So that's the play as many starters as we can game or whatever. They got about, a quarter in. They got a couple series or whatnot. And I think this is a good time to have some miscellaneous observations, okay? Y'all hang around towards the end of the video after the film and highlights. We're going to have a discussion about this, okay? Okay. Now, so all things considered, right? And y'all can take this with all the grains of salt that you would like, you know what I mean? But this is probably what your first team defense is going to look like. This was the first defense that they trotted out there. Now, will Odigizua, he's starting right here, but will that be Carlos Watkins when the regular season happens? Probably. Carlos Watkins has been the first guy in training camp and all the other games. He's been the first guy, so he's out with like COVID protocols. I don't know if he got the COVID, but he's in the COVID protocol, so he may just need to sit around for a couple days just before he gets back acclimated. But I'd imagine that Brent Urban and Carlos Watkins are going to be your first inside guys, and that may be the case with Brent at 3 tech because Neville's down. This could be a situation where Brent is the 1 tech out and then Neville's the first 3. I don't know. We got to cross that road whenever we get there. Randy's appropriate, but that Dorrance isn't going to be the first end out there. That's going to be D-Law. So just keep your eyes open for that. Jordan Lewis is the first nickel out. That's fine. It probably should be candidate, but I don't mind Jordan Lewis being the first guy out there. We're going to talk, later on about guys that absolutely cannot get hurt. Jordan is one of those guys because candidate's been balling. Your first safeties are KZ and Donovan. Then, we got Diggs down here. We already know about Diggs. Don't throw up in your mouth when I mention Anthony Brown, but this is what's most interesting here. If this is going to be your first defense out, that's Micah Parsons and Keanu Neal, right? And I'll just kind of run the play for you just to kind of get things going. That's Micah Parsons and Keanu Neal. So this whole Jalen Vander Esch thing, look, man, like it's and of course the first play on offense, we're targeting Anthony Brown. All right, cool. I know that there's a selection of Cowboy fans that we've been kind of doing whatever we can do to get that Jalen Vander Esch thing up out of here, but it's looking like it's formulating into a real plan. The fact that first of all, Neal, since he got to camp to now, he's improved so much, right? Like in terms of, I used to play safety, now I'm at linebacker now. His cover skills got better, but he still keep that downhill thumpy thing. He put on like 20-30 pounds or whatever, so he's really built like a linebacker now. Parsons just been making the plays every single place. So Parsons is in a situation where he's going to do Mike things. He's the first Mike out there. He even got the green. He's calling the plays, ladies and gentlemen. He got the green dot or whatever. But, will you bring in Jalen Vander Esch when Micah has to go play edge on the other side of D-Law? Possibly. I just thought that those two guys being the first guys out there, that's probably what we're going to see week 1. Then we got Randy Gregory beating the shit out of somebody's kids here. All right, cool. We'll move on. Pardon me, y'all. That first play took a long time to get out and explain, but I mean, it was a lot of observations on that. We talked about 11 different positions and 13 different players on just that one play alone. So, my bad. Now, remember on the last play, Randy Gregory was standing. Now we got Randy down in a 3-point stance, so he's true defensive end now. But this time, Micah Parsons isn't that traditional linebacker spot. He's on the line of scrimmage now. He's now designated pass rusher. So in 2 plays, he's moved around. Now, Vander Esch and Jalen are out here now. I'm not going to say this is a sympathy play because Major Payne said if you want sympathy, you look in the dictionary between shit and syphilis. But I do think there's something to linebacker rotation and these guys being moved around a little bit. Now, do I think that Jalen's going to be the like just every single play they're going to rotate linebackers? I don't think so. This still is preseason. But what I think will happen is that when Micah goes to that edge spot, I do think Vander Esch will come in, and this will be Vander Esch and Neal with Micah rushing off the edge here. Now, of course, we're going to find ways to get what's his face. We're going to find ways to get Jalen involved or whatever, but buddy, relax. Also, too, this is something else I'm going to bring up later. I just want to show you multiple examples of it. We got box safeties playing really close to the line of scrimmage as if they're linebackers or whatnot. That's something that we saw last year, but I'm going to show y'all something special later on in this film session. We're not just playing strong safety from the box. It's like we're playing strong safety from the box, but we're like linebackers in there. I'm going to show you some other stuff, too, which will indicate why we're keeping certain players around. But that's my observations on this play. Let me just run it so we can see what we got here. All right, cool. Also notice on the D line, Osa came out and Bohanna came in. Like, this is probably the big set here, right? The probably going to be running the Bohanna, Justin Hamilton, Brent Urban set, and then we got guys that's outside just being fast or whatever, the plug and fast guys on the outside set. That's probably what this is going to be, so keep your eyes open for that when we get into the regular season. Hey man, look, we had a lot of people hating on my defense or whatever because we gave up that very first touchdown, but bro, like, it was a Garrett Gilbert turnover. They had outstanding field position, and like, we technically got this stop on 3rd and 5. In the regular season, they probably would have took the points to kick the field goal, bro. Like, come on, man. Get off my defense. Anyway, back to observations, right? So it's 3rd and 5, in which we would look at 3rd and 5 as if it's an important down and we need to get as much experience with the first team, as possible in, super important down situations like this, being 3rd and 5. So what we noticed is Van Der Esch and Jalen came right back out there. You got Neal out there now, so there's that. Micah Parsons hasn't come off the field yet, so brother Dan Quinn got plans for him. And once again, we just kind of see safety down in the box here. Right now, is this just getting us in better position because we're running cover 3 on the back end anyway? We're gonna have to see. And then there's the other thing I'm going to show you later, but whatever. What else we got here? That's Osa down there. Like I said, that could be Osa, that could be Carlos, but this is a pass rushing situation, so that might be Neville. Keep your eyes open for that. And 2 standing D ends, and we got our nickel package in there. So just, giving y'all the observation, giving y'all the deal. We did stop them on 3rd and 5, man. To be fair, we stopped them on 3rd and 5, and they would have took the field goal, but it's preseason. You ain't got nothing to lose in preseason. So get off my defense with y'all goofy asses. I just want to take 3.5 seconds to remind y'all that CeeDee Lamb is absolutely incredible. There you go. So on one of the Hard Knocks episodes, Van Der Esch told Micah Parsons to not try to make every single play. And I know a lot of people didn't like that, but I think it was a very fair point by Van Der Esch, because a lot of the big problems that came from run defense the last 2 years really were just guys playing hero ball and guys trying to make every single play opposed to just making their play. This play, right, by our defense was a fantastic example of everybody just kind of doing their job for the greater good of the defense. Let's break this down into 2 segments here. We're gonna look at the D-line first, then we're gonna look at the linebackers and Donovan Wilson, right? Because I'm counting Donovan Wilson as one of the linebackers in this situation. That's just what we're looking like on defense, right? So let's look at the D-line first. We're going to run it, and then we're going to kind of bring it back a little bit. So let's talk about it, right? So we see Brent Urban occupying 2 people. We see Osa Odigizua beating the hell out of somebody. Let me rewind and come back here. Osa Odigizua beating the hell out of somebody, kid. The front side DN taking up his block. Randy Gregory's on the backside working his jelly, right? Now just imagine, right? Just imagine if somebody wanted to be selfish. Let's say Randy Gregory didn't occupy this block. Say he wanted to get around slant right, and then the dude that ended up blocking Randy blocks Neal, and Randy ends up out of the play. If Brent Urban didn't take his double team and one of his blockers ended up blocking Parsons or whatever, right? Just if you don't do your job here, something goes wrong for the whole unit. But if everybody just occupy their gaps, occupy their space, and then what you get is this alley, this tunnel, this lane for Keanu Neal to just come down and run free. That's what this is for. Donovan even comes down and take up the the fullback here, right? You see Donovan right here, number 6. He comes down and occupies the fullback, so you get this smooth one-on-one between Neal and the running back. I'll take that every day of the week. But that's team defense though, and that could be just a thing that Dan Quinn just had to come in and clean up and preach or whatever. But we wasn't getting this look. We was getting everybody trying to get to the ball. And that's fine, but guys end up out of position when you do that. This made me smile a little bit. Now, just something that's interesting, I think is worth talking about, is the different packages that Dan Quinn said he wanted to run out. If you go listen to his press conferences, he said they're going to be different packages, different personnel groups for different offensive groups, right? So I found this interesting because I was like, oh, there's J-Ron Curse in the, he's in the box right here, right? Like right where the linebackers were. We look at Donovan Wilson the past few plays, he was down here. Curse being here is interesting because 1, Donovan Wilson's right there. 2, DeMonte KZ is right there. You know what I mean? So we taken off a nickel corner, okay? and putting a linebacker there. Now that's what they do in college or whatever with, some of these different 4-2-5 looks. We did that in high school as well. Just kind of have a guy that can play some linebacker for you, but can also play like some nickel corner, but can also play like some safety for you. You know what I mean? Just whatever. But that's what it looks like we're doing here with Curse. Right, like we've taken off Jordan Lewis, we've put a bigger body here. Now, is that because it's 1st and 10, and if they do throw the ball, we'll be fine. But if they run it, we got a bigger body in there, possibly. If you want to keep your nickel integrity, but get a little bigger somehow. But I just think that it's interesting that we got 3 safeties on the field, and that's something to look forward to when we're moving forward into the regular season. I just want to stop and highlight Osa Odigizua right here. He's lined up at one tech right here. Mind you, Osa Odigizua is still a rookie, and he's not even in his man body yet. So just imagine what that magical offseason peanut butter is going to do to him next year. But as of now, Osa Odigizua, one tech. Just look at the destruction that he causes in here on this 4th and 1, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Look at what he's doing on this 4th and 1, ladies and gentlemen. He's just going to eat everything up in there. And Van Der Esch got in on the play, and you kind of see Bradley and I getting in there too. But Osa Odigizua carried 2 gentlemen to the ball carrier and made the tackle himself. All right. Here's Micah Parsons in space. He's covering Rex Burkhead, one of the better pass-catching running backs in this generation or whatever. And Micah Parsons is just chasing him down. And then here's your linebacker, Micah Parsons, just, casually carrying Kiki QT across the field there. All right. Then we got one more play of Micah Parsons being impressive because, look, man, we ain't got nothing else to do. He's just going to put hands on the center and just chase down Tyrod Taylor. Look, man, just look at how even Dorrance having this head start on him, right? Just catching Dorrance to the quarterback. Come on, son. He made Tyrod Taylor throw this ball way before he wanted to. All right. Hey, listen, man. Y'all can, y'all can get into the whole Voch sipping the Kool-Aid. The whole Voch is just preseason. This don't mean nothing until we play against a regular team. All right, but hey, man, this is something impressive, man. This is something impressive that you have to consider. You have to be aware of what's in front of you. And of course, man, I'm not saying that this is going to be the best defense in the league or nothing like that. I simply need us to get to 15. If we're ranked 15th in the league, then like if we're the 15th best defense in the league, then because last year was the worst defense I've ever seen in my life, and we consistently held 32 on multiple stats on defense. But if we're anything near 15th, then we're gonna win the Super Bowl. Goddamn, we go in that goddamn Super Bowl. It is what it is, man. Is what it is. I saw some pretty impressive things, man, from this defense altogether. And, just some of the observations that we noticed. I just wanted to quickly go over my don't get hurt list. It's just 3 guys on my don't get hurt list. These are guys on defense, and that's Jalen Smith, Jordan Lewis, and Anthony Brown. If y'all get hurt, I simply think that the dude behind you not gonna let you get your job back. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel. I think if something happens to let's say La'el Collins and he got to come out for like a half or something, and Terrence Steele get in there. You know what I mean? If, we ain't got to worry about La'el Collins losing his job to Terrence Steele. But if Jordan Lewis lets Maurice Candidate get on the field and Maurice Candidate start making plays like he's been doing all camp, that's a problem. If Anthony Brown let Bossman Fat, line up outside, that's an issue. Even Nashawn Wright, let me put Nashawn Wright in his proper company as well. If he let Nashawn get off, that's a problem. You know what I mean? You already know how the linebacker situation go. I don't think Micah's going to be coming off the field very much regardless, and that has been a quick development. Initially I just thought Micah Parsons was just kind of gonna get work here and there. He was gonna be at all the different spots, but he's looking like Mike linebacker 1 right now, and that just kind of is what it is. So don't shoot the messenger, man. I'm just chilling. Hey, man, look, pick the right side. Be on the right side of history, man, because when the train leaves, we ain't letting nobody else in the club. We play the Buccaneers 9/9/2021. It's gonna be a fun night. It's gonna be a Thursday, and I don't want no new people on my team when this thing leaves. So everybody pick a side, be prompt. let's run this thing, dog. Hey, man, that's all I got for y'all today, man. Just wanted to run this film by you. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I appreciate all y'all for watching all this stuff, man. You know, y'all have been responding great to the comments. I mean, to the content. I see all the views and engagement. I appreciate y'all, the comments and all that. Hey, catch a live stream, bro. Catch a live stream, call into the show. Just some small housekeeping. We're not gonna do a watch along for the Jags game because I don't want to watch Ben DiNucci for 3.5 quarters. But when the Bucks game gets here, we're absolutely gonna go live for that, and it's gonna be a gangster party. You understand? Till then, y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski and the Peace Whiskey, man. Till next time, salute.